What is happening, Cryptosomniacs? Lots of stuff to go over today. Couple of great setups in the market. So much YouTuber drama over a bunch of different things. And Vechain gets dropped by an official partner. All this and more coming up here at the top of the hour on Cryptosomniacs. Stay tuned. Let's do this. All right, what is happening, everybody? It is Friday and it is happy hour, so I'm gonna just go ahead and pop a little bit of bottle action here. I'm low budge, so I just pop bottles of beer bottles. No champagne over here. But happy Friday, y'all! What's happening? What's going on to Kogu989? What's up, Banger Committee? What's up, Dave Destroyer Stud Muffin? What a great name. Dolphin134. What's happening, you guys? What is happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Hold up. Let me make sure I am good on Facebook as well. And, oh boy, there's so much stuff to talk about. I didn't think there was going to be anything to talk about today, and boy, was I wrong. So, let's just see here. Looks like we're live on Facebook. Are we live on Facebook? Looks like we're live on Facebook. All right, well, what's happening, everybody? How you guys doing today? How's your Friday going? Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it here. Bunch of stuff going on in the crypto news and bunch of stuff going on in YouTuber drama. Couple of great pieces of news coming out. First of all, let's just start with some positive news because I do like to do that. Hey, what's happening, Nick? What's going on, Cody? What's happening? Is it true that Zcash used to be a higher price than Bitcoin? No, I don't think so. I don't know who made that claim, but that's crazy. I mean, we could chart it, but I don't think so off the top of my head. No. Anyway, let's start off with the positive news. Let's go through the news and say lower exchange fees for Monero. You guys know I love Monero. I have been talking about this, that Monero released the bulletproofs on their mainnet. I think it was about a week ago now. What that means is that effectively it's going to cost, it's going to make it much less data intensive to process Monero transactions. As a result, the actual fees for using the Monero network have gone down significantly, up to 80% on transaction size. Pretty massive because of the way that the bulletproofs sort of operate like ZK snarks, that they allow you to prove that you know something without actually revealing what it is that you know. So, anyway, the point that this is valid about is a bunch of the exchanges that Monero has been trading on have failed to reduce their transaction fees if you want to take your Monero off the exchange. Hint, hint, take your Monero off the exchange. Yeah, anyways, there's... Binance and Bittrex have both capitulated and reduced their fees a significant amount. Some of the other exchanges have not. So yeah, look at this. So before, roughly the average transaction cost was $4 to move it around off an exchange, whereas now it's gone down to 0.2 cents. Significant improvement. Awesome on Monero. Great news there. And just if you are trading Monero on any other exchange that's not Bittrex or Binance and they're still sticking it to you on the fees, reach out and tell them we're not going to stand for it. All right. So, boy, I can tell you guys want me to get into this Vechain thing, and I will. Got some information on that, so definitely. I'd been at the conferences, right? I'd been at Start Engine on Friday. I'd been at Crypto Invest Summit at the beginning of this week, and I didn't see all of this drama, this YouTube drama going on. So we'll get into that in a minute. But suffice to say, things have been going a little bit crazy. So. I just talked about Monero. Let's go ahead and jump on over here and chart some Monero, why don't we? So it is still hovering around that $100 mark, trading pretty sideways. I think that Monero is probably going to stay range bound in this range, depending on what Bitcoin does. I think Bitcoin has started to find a stability point. We may see it drop down to that 5,800, 6,000 range again, but it looks like it is starting to find a stability point. So as long as Bitcoin stays stable, I think Monero will probably stay stable as well. Stochastic RSI looking a little bit run up on this, but I mean that MACD is not a huge amount of volatility in the action there, so I suspect that will probably hold that price. We did just hit a sell signal on the wave trend cross. But it looks like the sell pressure has been steadily decreasing on the daily. Let's take a look on some smaller intervals. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's swinging in the buyer's direction just yet, but whoop. Yeah, so it doesn't look like it's swinging in the buyer's direction just yet, but as you can see, this oscillation is pretty standard. Hasn't had massive orders of magnitude in either direction. So I suspect Monero is going to hold that price for the near-term future. I would be willing myself to pick up some more Monero around 80 bucks right now, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not looking to enter or exit any trades on that. I just think Monero is a badass coin with fantastic privacy protocols, and saw that bit of news and wanted to share that with you. So anyway, what's happening, Elizabeth? What's happening, Potato? Don't worry, we'll get into Vechain. Crypto Moon Boys, what's good? What's happening, Jonathan Cornish? And make sure I'm not missing anybody. What's happening, everybody on Twitter? Blind Crypto Man, Saint Good Cat. And I don't seem to be able to get the live feed up for Facebook, which is a real drag because I know we have a huge Facebook community. So I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore you guys. Hold on a second. I'm in the group. I'm in the, whether Marcus don't sleep and neither do we. Let me try just in the page and make sure. Hopefully I can see some people over there. I know we're streaming live to both. Tencent, Alibaba, and Baidu all created their own blockchain protocols, and no one's using any Chinese protocols, says Jonathan. A hellish birthday party for a 10-year-old at the trampoline. Send help. Oh, geez, Elizabeth, that sounds dangerous. Hopefully all the kids are playing safe, and it's those trampolines with the mats over the springs, because, boy, I know enough people breaking their arms as kids. So I know enough people breaking their arms on trampolines as kids. So I'm sure it is raucous and wild, and I wish you the best. Oh, hey, look at this over on Facebook. What's happening to Amit Patel and Jake Source? What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. How often do I draw Fibonacci channels? All the time. I draw Fibonacci channels all the time. Generally, when I'm specifically looking where to enter or exit a trade or where I think it might bounce, I think Fibonacci levels are good, but I don't think that they are required. Honestly, you can get a lot of the same information from the raw price action and just looking at previous support and resistance. So that is my little bit of TA advice there. Let's see what else. So let's get into another piece of news. This douchebag, you guys know how much I love Ajit Pai. This douchebag, it's not enough for him to have killed net neutrality. Now he wants to cast an eye at having the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, start to try to oversee blockchain. So this guy's overreach is just fucking staggering. Sorry, I'm gonna be a potty mouth today, guys. So I apologize in advance, but it's Friday and I'm drinking beer. So yeah, but this guy's need for overreach is bordering on Trump ego level, right? It's not enough for him to have killed net neutrality and make it super easy for all local telecoms to be able to actually potentially regulate your access to your exchanges, right? They could say, oh, you're a crypto trader, tight. We need to bump up your fees so that you're going to need to pay us for those premium packages to be able to get access to those places that you trade. I know your money's there. Oh, your bank, we're going to need extra money for you to get to your... That's what repealing net neutrality does. That's what net neutrality repeal does. So that allows the wolves into the henhouse, or the foxes to guard the henhouse, so to speak. And anyway, so I just wanted to share this. If this comes up on a local ballot, if there is any way that you can fight back against this, I would recommend doing so, because Ajit Pai, he just can't stop, and he just wants to control everything. So I did notice in this they were talking about the CEO of Substratum, specifically talking about this. So I wanted to jump over and just take a peek at the Substratum charts today as well. You guys know I'm a huge fan of anything trying to do meshnet, right? Helium, Substratum, anything trying to find another way to access the internet without the requirement of using massive ISPs, because I just follow the money, guys. I mean, I'm not trying to be a cynic and a pessimist. I'm just a realist, and I know that a corporation's prime directive, let me say this. Let me say this very clearly. Look at my face. A corporation's prime directive is profit. A corporation does not give a shit about people. A corporation does not give a shit about the rules. A corporation does not give a shit about the environment. A corporation does not care about anything. Its prime directive is profit, because it is beholden to its shareholders. As a result, companies like, I don't know, how good is your Comcast customer experience? Just go ahead, I'll wait. Tell me when the last great Comcast customer experience you had was. Yeah, I didn't think so, right? So you're giving those people more power. That's like giving the banks more of our bailout money. When are we gonna stop allowing this kind of garbage to happen, guys? When are we gonna stop? I don't know. Anyway, so let's see. Let me stop ranting about that, and let's look at this substratum chart and see how sub is doing today. So zooming in, and we are on the daily here. So sub has been pretty much range bound as well. It's been trading pretty sideways for a good 10 days or so now. Basically just ping-ponging between 1,500 sats and about 2,200 sats. So with this, you know, again, all pending on what Bitcoin decides it wants to do, I would say trades would be safe to enter on this if you want to try. I would be looking to enter trades on this somewhere between 1,500 to 80 sats up to its current level, and I'd be looking to take profit somewhere around 1,845 sats all the way up to about 2,155 sats. So I would set a pretty tight stop loss on that, probably about 1,400 satoshis, 1424, something like that. So if I were looking to continue to make a little swing trade on that, I don't know. That's not one. I'm not super hot on that trade right now. Just wanted to talk about Substratum because I did see them in the news. I'm going to try to start doing more of that when I see specific news items. Then we'll go over and chart the coins and see if they're if the news is affecting them. So anyway, all right, let's see. Substratum is a scam. Hey, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a scam. But they're at least trying to do something that to give you another alternative to access the internet. I'm open to hearing what other projects are better. Like I said, I know of Helium. I know of a few. I'm a big fan of any of the MeshNet projects just because I like the idea that we could all turn on our Bluetooth and one of us, we can go through somebody's cell phone connection to get online. We create a local area network that we can all access like a VPN and shield it. So I like the potential of creating small groups of things. And then if you're, I don't know, say, having Monero transactions happen through that place, and all of a sudden the authorities are called in, everybody shuts off their phone and goes another way, and we were all able to transact with one another. And you know, again, I'm not trying to encourage criminal behavior. I'm just sick of having so much control over my life by people that are making decisions that I don't really agree with. All right, so let's see what else. Tangent score 10. Yeah, that's me, man. I'm good for a rant if nothing else, in case you guys haven't noticed by now. All right, let's see. What else? How do you draw Fibonacci channels? That's actually an easy one, man. So let's go here. You know what? I had another one that I wanted to show you guys. This one is not in the news, but this is an awesome project that I've been looking to get into that I want to say, hashtag no FOMO, because somebody's going to ask me about this. Vechain. Holy shnikes. Vechain is on the move. It has been mooning super hard over the last 10 days, and with good reason. Vechain is a really solid project, basically an Ethereum sidechain solution. It's going to be one of the better blockchains to be able to build on in the future, I think, just because of their TX throughput capability. So, how do I draw my Fibonacci's? Well, let me delete this Fibonacci, and let's just look. It's very simple. You just do it from a local minimum to a local maximum. So right here, I would do it from the pullback and next breakout up to the tip of where it's gone. So go over, select my Fibonacci, and you take it from your local minimum to your local maximum. And then, so here, allow me to illustrate how well Fibonacci's usually work out in crypto. So right here was the breakout. You guys see that, right? You see this? Good. What's up, JZ Drift? Happy Friday. It is indeed Happy Friday today. Cheers, my man. All right, so back to this fib retracement drawing. So local minimum right here at the very tip of this bottom wick, and I draw it all the way up to the local maximum, which is right there at the tip of this 8. Also, I'd be very careful, guys. Look at this TD sequential already run up all the way to 9. Probably a good chance this is going to pull back pretty heavy. But look at that. Look at how well this works, right? So I just drove it for the minimum to the maximum, and look at this. Oh, we see the pump. It fell all the way back down to this fib level, bounced around in there a little bit, mooned up way past 2, and went right to that next fib level, bounced around, up, down, you know, this one went a little bit under, a little bit up, but this is why I always play those. This is why I always recommend, you know, when I try to make my bottom fishing plays. That's the way I do that, is because of wicks like this happening. And look at that, just range traded between that. Next thing, boom, mooned all the way up to here, and now I suspect it's just going to bounce off of that resistance. So, you know, if we look at that on smaller time frames, look at this. Look at how accurate this is, right? Mooned up, fell back down, bounced off support, range trade through that 786 level, mooned up, next to the 0.5 level, bounced around a little bit, tried to exceed up into the 236, couldn't quite make it. Range traded back through there, and you see it just ping off of that and break out. So obviously I went from the daily to the hour on that, but that gives you an idea of how accurate that those actually can be. And keep in mind, traders are using these things, guys, so this is definitely something to keep into consideration, right? So I'd be using this Fibonacci, and then I'd just be looking at the price action, right? Very simple. This is a pretty clear support / resistant line right here, right? See it? Pretty clear. Lots of candles, a lot of candle bodies stop there and support there. So again, you don't want to make it exactly this, right? Like even on the times when I'm like entry, you know, I would be looking to make my targets here. You don't want to put it exactly on the whole number thing, right, guys? Because too many people are doing whole number psychology, so they're going to look at that 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, those even Satoshi numbers, those even US dollar levels. They're going to look at that, and a lot of traders, that's going to play into their mind, especially retail traders, yeah, don't worry, we'll get into that, guys. I'm going to talk about Vechain. We're saving that till last. That's the big story today, so saving that one till last. But yeah, so GoChain, definitely I'd be looking to pick some up if it pulls back into this range, so somewhere over that 950 sats range up to about 10,050 sats. If it pulls back into that range, I'd say you'd be okay to enter a trade. You know, I'd be looking to enter a trade there potentially. I think GoChain's got a ton of potential. I think GoChain is probably the closest thing to what we might see for Ethereum, it's a typical ICO movement from 2017 for this year. I mean, that you're just not seeing this kind of movement these days, guys. So, Sub, Sky, Monero, it's about all you need. Fair enough, Keith. Is that a bud? Is what a bud? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Comcast sucks. You are damn sure correct on that. Feel like showing how to set up stop loss settings. Yeah, sure. Actually, so stop loss settings, guys, is really just, I do that entirely based on my tolerance for risk, right? So, sure, no problem. Let's let me move to another coin. Hold on. Let me finish up with GoChain here. I'll move to another token, and I'll show you how I'll show you how to set up stop loss. So, anyway, yeah, that's really it, guys. I mean, pretty simple. I mean, I'd say safe place to look to enter into a trade on this right now. Anywhere between this the 382 level, right? So right there between about 970 sats up to about 1,081 sats, anywhere in there. And again, just kind of looking at the candles and kind of get an idea where you think it's. I mean, look, this is really obvious, guys. Look at this. This is really obvious where the support and the resistance is, right? Pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, really, just look for the pivots ultimately, right? Here, pivot goes right through the top of these candles. So again, I'm being really sloppy with it right now. I'd be a lot more precise with this if I was really trying to chart my entries and exits. I'm just kind of trying to show you guys, like, look how easy it is to really see where this price action is moving, right? Here's our support at current levels. This is our recent support, like 1132. Right, and the best way to do this is you draw it in your local time frame here, and then you go down here until it, you know, and you can actually do this as you draw it as well. Oops, what am I doing here? Sorry, so selecting the coin, or I'm sorry, the indicator, and then style, and going extend. Boom, boom. See that? And then look at this. You scroll back, so obviously this isn't a good example right now because we are at all-time highs on GoChain. Basically, this thing is trading at all-time highs. What do we say, guys? No FOMO, don't chase a pump. Never buy at all-time highs, don't get wrecked. Learn that lesson from 2017 when you bought Bitcoin at 20 grand and now it's 6 grand, right? Don't buy at all-time highs. So wait for it to pull back, but you can see, right? So here, let me do it again on this guy. Go and change up that format. extend, okay, here, extend, here, boom, extend, bingo bango, right? And look at that. So a good example of this is how I do this. So you want to know how I chart Bitcoin, guys? This is really it, man. Look at this. You see all my levels here? This is, let me auto scale, let me go out to the daily, and there we go, right? So this is just looking at the price action and going back into, you know, recent times. Where did we encounter support? Where did we encounter resistance? And that's how I start to look for where my targets are for entries and take profit. And then as far as looking for a stop loss, ultimately it depends on where's your entry, what's your target for exit, and then how far down, you know, what are the supports under where your entry is, and how much are you willing to let it drop before you go, fucking I'm out, right? Before you just go, nope, that's it, not letting it go down anymore. I lost 2%, I lost 3.5%, I lost 1%. You know, I'm pretty conservative. I'll stop out at a certain couple of percentage, especially as we're in a bear market, guys. No reason to ride the wave down. I've done it too many times. I've got a couple of bags from the bot. You know, like it happens, right? It just happens. So if you don't set a stop loss, you will get caught holding the bag in a bear market. It just is what it is. All right, so let's see. I'm late though. Nah, you're good. You're here, and it's Friday, and I got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So, geez, we're already 20 minutes in. Yeah, look at me, Johnny rants a lot over here. All right, hello, Cryptosomniac to CryptoCoin Kiwi. I love your logo. Any Canadians know where the best way to buy crypto with fiat, hopefully anonymously? I'm gonna have to say over-the-counter deal. Have to find somebody locally. If you are doing over-the-counter deals, don't get murdered like that guy did in Sweden. Take backup. Take somebody with you. Go armed if you can. I don't know. Canadians, can you guys own firearms? I don't know. But take a friend. Don't get murdered. Don't go alone. Don't take big cash purchases to go buy large Bitcoin sums so that you can go trade anonymously. It's too sketchy. Don't do it. Hey, original LPO, what's happening? Who's talking about politics? Hey, listen. I can talk about the ego of a man. It's very obvious about the man's ego. I'm not getting into which way I'm politically leaning. That's irrelevant. What I'm specifically talking about is we have a large ego Cheeto running the show around here. So anyway, thoughts on Vibe? Don't know enough about it. Can't really say. I would love to be able to tell you, but I don't know. Haven't done any research. Not going to talk about it because I don't have an educated opinion. Let's see. If you believe Skycoin is a scam, you haven't done it. I don't know. I'm not saying anything about Skycoin other than somebody else mentioned it. Maybe I missed somebody else. Oh, you're asking, is that a bud? No, I'm drinking Pilsner Urquell. Pilsner Urquell. Not a sponsorship, although it would be really dope. Hey, Pilsner Urquell, you want to sponsor us? That would be fantastic. Let's go. But no, I just like this beer. It's good. Saw it at Trader Joe's when I went to go grab lunch today. So that's what I'm drinking. Cheers, guys. All right. What else? All right, hold on. Let's see. Captain of Captain, feeling a shut up stop loss. Yeah, okay. So look, let's do that. Yeah, okay. Here's a good example because my targets on BAT still stay, right? My entries. In fact, my entries that I made these calls yesterday. Looks like we just missed an entry that I would have, that would have hit yesterday. What my first entry point there at about 40, 50 sats, 40, 44 sats. So just missed an entry on BAT there, which is fine because it looks like it's going to come down. I suspect that order will fill. I do think there's still some more room for it to move. Speaking of which, have you guys seen the Brave browser? This thing is awesome. Yeah, I was just poking around and taking a look at the Brave browser. This thing is dope. Plugs right into your MetaMask, so you can send and receive. It's got the rewards points, so if you want to be rewarded in Brave for watching targeted ads that respect your privacy, etc., etc. This thing is sick, and it works pretty slick. So it's basically Chrome-based. I'm a fan. I installed it on my Mac. I installed it on my Mac. It's awesome. I installed it on the studio computer today. This thing's dope. So, first of all, big fan of Brave. Second of all, let's look at BAT. So, again, I still think BAT has a really good chance of getting listed on Coinbase. Again, I don't know, just my opinion. I think BAT is a very likely candidate for it. So, anyhow, I guess addressing the question of how do you set a stop loss. So, let's just look at this, right? I like to use the ruler to help me determine. So right here, look, we've already got this. You can clearly see where my entries and take profits are, right? Entries are the purple, take profits are the green. So ultimately from there, if I know if these orders hit, then I'm looking at how much gap between, right? Because here was my previous entries and take profits, which hit. So what I'd be looking at is this, right? How much room is this? That's a 7% loss. I'm clearly not going to let my stop loss go that low because I'm not willing to take a 7% loss, especially because if my order fills, like let's say this order fills and it never gets higher than my first take profit, right? That's only a 5% potential gain. So I wouldn't want to have more than about a 2% potential loss on that. But again, you want to. There's a little bit of finesse to this because it depends on which orders fill and which don't, right? So I like my stop loss for this order would probably be a little bit closer down to here because I'm not going to lose that entire 5%. But that's only if the order fills, right? So ideally, you want to have as much of the token or of the asset that you are acquiring so that you can set a commensurate stop loss below. Does that make sense? So if the orders fill, you can set a commensurate stop loss in case the order fills. So if you bought, like in this case, you bought one bat and then it dips, you don't want to, you want to put a stop loss for one bat at the percentage where you're losing. Am I making sense? I hope I'm articulating this well. So let me show you this way, right? So if I had one bat, my order fills here at 40.36, and none of these other orders fill. I'm going to set my stop loss at about 39.40 sats, right, for one bat. But that's only if only that order fills, right? Because if more of these orders fill, and again, you don't want to like that's why I set these targets. So then I'd set my stop loss, right under this wick, because again, I'm willing to take a 1.25% loss. So if these orders all fill and then the whole thing tanks, I don't lose more than just that. Does that make sense? So ultimately, where you set your stop loss depends on where your entry is and also how much you're willing to risk, right? Like some people have like a 10% stop loss. That's crazy to me. I'm trading short little swings and stuff here and there, so I'm taking like a 0.5%, 1%, up to 4, 5, 6% gain, and I'm like, so I don't have the room to lose 8%, 6%. And when I do, if I didn't have a stop loss set, I hold that bag till it's closer, or decide if it's time to just take the hit, sell it out, and run off of my tail between my legs. So ultimately, that is what you've got to do. So as far as actually setting the stop loss, it's going to vary a little bit between exchanges, but ultimately you want to have your trigger point be slightly above the order. Does that make sense? So your trigger for the sell, like in this case, if I had my stop loss at 37.80, I would have the trigger for the sell happen at like 37.90 or something like that. So it places the order in, and your order is more likely to fill on the way down before the price dumps below, and your order doesn't fill, and then you end up with a partially filled order and getting eaten up in slippage. Does that make sense? I hope I gave you the information that you need. I don't know if I've said it all accurately, but I hope that helps you understand like the way that I would do it. Anyway, all right. What's happening? What else? Sky is a great vision for a new internet. All right, sweet. I'm gonna have to look into Skycoin then. Show us how to set up a sequential. The TD sequential? Sure, that's super easy. You go to indicators, and then you type TD, and there's 10,000 of them in there. We use a special one in the Cryptosomniac community. If you want to know what that is, you're just going to have to join the Moon Lounge. So we use a special TD sequential. There's a special code that James, one of our technical analysts, our margin trading expert, has set up. And so you can add TD sequential. There's a number of different ones you can get it. But if you want the specific one that we use in Cryptosomniac, head on over to the Moon Lounge. Click over here for Cryptosomniac Advantage and join the Moon Lounge. Try the Advantage, free for 14 days. What do you got to lose? Check it out. You get the full access to the Slack. I'm sorry, not the Slack, the Discord. where we've got the margin trading channel, long-term, short-term, medium-term, user-requested technical analysis. If you guys like the live streams, the Cryptosomniac advantage is carrying the live streams around in your pocket. And real talk, if you guys think that I'm a decent TA, Amal is brilliant. I'm pretty good. Amal's awesome. He is. I have yet to been able to refute one of his claims or be like, haha, I gotcha. So Amal is probably one of our best resources in there, and he's in there always charting coins. We've also got Jordan, who is a phenomenal. It's like having a signaling bot in your back pocket. Jordan is just always in there, on the money with the trades. If you're in a place where you can leverage trade, we have an entire channel dedicated to that. We even added a Forex channel for anybody that's trying to, because this skill set is the same, right? Trading is the same. Reading a chart is the same. This is a stock chart, commodities chart, Forex chart, crypto chart. It's all the same skill set. You're going to want to set the indicators different because markets have different opens and closes. Markets move differently. So how you set the indicators up will vary a little bit depending on the market, but same skill set, reading the chart, same stuff. So anyway, if you want to know TD sequential, got to join the Cryptosomniac Advantage if you want our special one. All right. So let's see. If you believe, I already read that. Please elaborate. Something you guys are just chatting. All right. Let's see here. Nice Czech beer. It is. It's a good one. I like it. Yep. Still waiting on the Vechain stuff, guys. Don't worry. We'll get there. Do it in a coffee house somewhere in public. Yeah. Talking about the OTC deal. Always smart. Do it in public. Don't get murdered in an alley. Don't make it like a drug deal. Like don't do something dicey, and then hopefully nothing dicey will happen to you. All right, let's see. There is 3 spots on the order screen on Binance. What goes where? Jay Natty, are you an Advantage member? I feel like you are an Advantage member, and if you are, DM me in the Moon Lounge, dude. I would be happy to spend a few minutes and try to explain that to you. All right. Yeah, physical demonstration, setting it up on Binance. Listen, you can book a one-on-one. I am happy to help with all kinds of this sort of stuff, guys, but ultimately that's not what these streams are for. So I've tried to give the best information I can on the streams, but if you really want help with like how to set a stop loss, how to work the orders on Binance, like how to work Bittrex, how to set the orders and that kind of stuff, you can book one-on-ones with me. In fact, just down below in there is a set more notification, CSA set more. You can set one-on-one appointments with me. You can set one-on-one appointments with Amal, with Jordan, with James, with all of us. So any of us, depending on if you want advice on specific strategy or how to use indicators, how to set up indicators, help setting up your charts, help organizing your portfolio, things like that, just so it's easier for you to keep an eye on. We're happy to help you with that. Obviously, we're not financial advisors. None of it is financial advice, but we are happy to help share the basic instructions on how to use exchanges and things like that. So feel free to take a look at that. All right. Can't watch my Amazon Prime on Brave. Yeah, Brave, it still has some limitations, but I gotta say it's a pretty badass browser, and I suspect as they continue to develop it, it's going to get better and better. And frankly, it's one of the few Web 3.0 solutions that exists right now that works right now. So I'm a fan of it. All right. If I were an animal, what would I be? I'd like to think I'd be a tiger because those are awesome, and so are octopuses. But if I was an animal, I don't know. What talks a lot? What's loud? I'd probably like a parrot or something. Oh, look at that. Crypto Kiwi said, watching on Brave right now. That's what's up. Brave's dope. It's a great browser. I'm a fan. I mean, again, I've only had a day to really play around with it, but I think it's pretty fantastic. All right. So yeah, okay, so you're not an Advantage member? Well, come on over, try your 14-day free trial, and we can see if we can if I can hopefully coach you through it in the Moon Lounge. Great. If not, happy to set up a one-on-one, and we can do that as well. So let's see. No, you did not miss the Vechain discussion. Don't worry. Awesome, WSR. Thank you for the endorsements. I think the Moon Lounge is awesome too, and I wish I could be in there more. I'm just busy running the behind the scenes, so I wish I could be in there more, just hanging out. It's a fun community. All right, let's see. I heard everyone smokes cigars and sips brandy like Beatles in the Moon Lounge. I can tell you that I did have a very nice dinner with Mr. Crypto Beatles earlier this week after Crypto Invest Summit, and we were sipping some scotch, and we did smoke some cigars. I don't know if the whole Moon Lounge is full of it, but I think you might be able to find some enthusiasts in there. So, all right, let's see. Let's see how to set up TD sequential. Got that. Do you recommend using a VPN? I recommend using a VPN specifically for privacy. Obviously, I'm not going to recommend doing anything illegal, but I do know a lot of people use a VPN so that they can trade outside of their jurisdiction. I don't know. I don't do it. I've never traded on BitMEX in my life. But I know a lot of people that do. I know of a lot of people that do. So certainly it is a good idea to have a VPN, if for nothing else than just protecting your privacy, right? So I'm a fan. All right. Let's see. Double the values to get it to work for crypto. Didn't know that for a long time and screwed up. Good call, Nathan. That is correct. Vechain still coming up. Yep, still talking about Vechain. Don't worry. YouTube vids on stop loss. That's fair. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a stop loss video. A bull, a whale. I don't know. I'm I'm long-term bullish. I don't know if I'm a whale on anything. I see. You're guessing which animal I'd be. Sure. I would love to be a bull whale. That would be great. VPN equals security, Tor equals privacy. Yeah, Brave's got the Tor functionality built into it as well, though, so why not? Let's see. No, I think, Jonathan, unfortunately, I think the whole market will move. Well, there's going to be a bunch of bullshit that's going to move and pump too. Yeah, that's just going to be the nature of it. People are going to FOMO into shit that they don't have any idea what it is because they see it move and some pump and dump group gets a hold of it, and it happens during the bull run, and I saw so many people get into. I got caught up in some pump and dumps last year. I got caught up in on Steemit. What a joke of a coin that was. Seemed like a great concept, but just dumb on my part. So that happens all the time. I have a question over on, dude, I feel like Mr. Compton, you ask me this every time, brother. The Indian guy is running Monarch. Which Indian guy? Sneh or Sam? They're both here. They're both still, I'm sorry, the Sneh or Amal is what I meant to say. They are both still in the company. Sam is out on medical leave. Sneh is running Monarch. He is the CEO of Monarch, so obviously very busy. He's on, once every couple of days or so. Amal comes on when he can. I'm on most of the time. So, Mr. Compton, I hope that answers the same question that you literally ask me on every single stream. Sneh's on when he can be. Again, if you want to know who's going to be on, all you got to do is hit that little subscription bell, because when you get the notification, it shows you whose face is on it. And if you see my face, you know it's me. If you know it's Amal, you know it's even James or Sam or Sneh or whoever. We got a lot of people on this channel, which is great. Varying opinions, lots of good information. Sam is a great dude. I love Sam. He's awesome. I can't wait till he comes back. All right, so let's see. I got some BAT tokens. I can donate. How to do it via Brave? I think I don't know. That's a good question. Again, I just started messing with it today. All of the Brave, all of the BAT that I hold is actually over on Binance right now. So I have not had an opportunity to actually start utilizing it in the browser. So anyway. Is the membership you offer good for beginners? Yes, sure. I mean, really, in fact, we just set up a whole new onboarding funnel. So, like, specifically, I would say, what level of beginner, right? Clearly, you know something about cryptocurrency because you're here and you're watching our channel, so you must have some idea. But we do have the forum. Do I have Discord open right now? I do not. Otherwise, I'd have pulled it up. But yeah, so we've got entire channels dedicated to resources, fundamentals. So if you want to learn like why, everybody wants to ask when moon. Who cares when moon? Why moon? Why moon? No, why moon? Because when is irrelevant. If you know why it's going to moon, then you can have the confidence that the project will eventually go somewhere and be confident in putting your money there. So ultimately, why moon, right? So that's what I say. Study the fundamentals. Find out about the team. Do the research. Figure out where to go to find out this stuff. You want to learn how to set up charts. You want to get coaching on your technical analysis. You want to learn the mindset of a trader. That we teach all that stuff in there. Obviously, there are some very advanced traders. We've got. And I wouldn't recommend margin trading if you're brand new. That's a good way to get your account wrecked. But yeah, we've got everything. I would say we are for intro to advanced in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Best way to find out if it's for you: try the free trial. You got 2 weeks to try it. Like, all you gotta do, if you think it doesn't work, all you gotta do is cancel beforehand, and you never get charged. So you got 2 weeks to try it. If you want to find out if it's a good fit for you, sign up, and the onboarding funnel that we just put in place will kind of coach you which TAs are in which channels, and kind of what are you trying to look to accomplish, and what are you trying to gain from joining the community, and they'll direct you to which channels we have in the Discord set up specifically for that stuff. So yeah, all right. You get $5 in free BAT when you download Brave? Sweet. Then I got $5 in free BAT today. All right, let's see. Why Moon? Because I like money more than Monero. Fair enough. Well, I mean, depends on what you're trying to do with it. Cyber Kenobi, aren't you one of those, what's the word? Personal responsibility individuals? Aren't you one of those libertarians? I don't know if I might be wrong there. And again, not trying to point any names, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But I would think as a person that unless I'm confusing you with somebody else, I'm pretty sure that you're a personal responsibility guy. And I'm surprised you don't like Monero. Monero is money. You should trade leverage on MT4, no VPN and legal. What's MT4? Is that that's okay for Americans? I know you can trade leverage on OKEX, but I've yet to actually trade on there. Set up an account and have yet to do any trading on there. I know OKEX is it OKEX? No, I'm sorry. OKCoin is okay for American traders. I don't know what MT4 is, but WSR, I know you're a Moon Lounge member. DM me in the Moon Lounge. I would love to have a conversation about that. All right, let's see what else. Does the crypto drama involve a certain... Oh, somebody's been on YouTube in the last few days. All right. Need me some more, James? Yeah, I would love to have James on more too. He's really savvy. He's a smart guy, and he is. You know what? He's got a really awesome thing coming up for you guys. I don't want to rain on his parade, but it'll come out on the channel, and I can say that I suspect if you like getting in on the free crypto giveaways and that kind of stuff, you're really going to like James's next video. So stay tuned for that. That one is going to come out for everybody. That's not just for the Moon Lounge. That's going to come out for everybody in the Cryptosomniac community. So hopefully we will have that uploaded sometime in the next few days. All right. So, the notorious Samatoshi. Hey, while we're at it, guys, enough of you on here. Can I get some MF and likes? Can you guys smash up those likes for me? Can we moon them likes up? Let's go ahead and pump up the thumbs up. What do you say? Help me out. That's what helps us get more content. That's what helps people pay attention to Cryptosomniac. A lot of garbage stuff coming out there. Lot of garbage out there in the YouTube crypto space. So if you guys really do think we do put out good content, the best way that you can help us get found by other people so that they don't go finding Shillman, you know who I'm talking about, help us come up in the algorithm. Smash up those likes, hit that notification, and comment down below. Just if you guys enjoy any of the content that I'm saying, or specifically have any feedback on any of the stuff that I talk about, comment down below. I try to respond to people. I go in once a day and look through comments, so I do try to respond. Trolls get deleted, and if you're spamming our channel trying to pump up your pump and dump group, you get 86'd immediately. So keep that in mind. But anyway, all right, let's see. Not new to crypto, just charting. Fair enough. Yeah. So we that is what we teach in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. We teach traders' mentality. We teach why we are trading this way, how we read it, what indicators we're using, that kind of stuff. So I give you guys as much of it as I can for free on these live streams. But there is a lot of information in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. So all right. The Y Moon, luck is when preparedness meets opportunity. That's a great way to go there. All right, let's see. Jason, you should trade leverage. Got it. Forex with access to crypto based on assets. All right. First, Vechain. Everybody wants to know about Vechain. All right. So Vechain, yes, so much drama. So I will say this, guys. I saw yesterday this because I know this project. I met a couple of the members of this team at Blockchain Unbound in Puerto Rico earlier this year, so I'm aware of this project. And I saw this yesterday that so Espresso had decided to move. So what Espresso is, just so you guys know, is they are trying to build a framework similar to like WordPress. Think of it like WordPress, right? So they're trying to build basically a WordPress for blockchain. Is effectively what they're trying to do. Is to make a framework to make it easier to utilize blockchain in your web development. Interesting project. So, anyways, they were building on Ethereum, and then they decided to move over to Vechain Thor, and they were, just for scalability purposes, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, after all of this drama that's come out, and if you guys don't know, I'm not going to get into this here. I don't want to start being a part of the YouTube drama squad. I will talk about it a little bit, but I'll say where you can go to find out all of the information. But effectively, this is what happened is. I think with all of the shenanigans going on with Vechain of late, that between that and I don't know, a number of other reasons. Again, I'm purely speculating on why they decided to do this, but I suspect that very likely this shit show that's going on with Vechain turned them off to it, and they decided to go back to Ethereum and build on that. So Espresso dropped it like it's hot, and Vechain is out, going back to Ethereum as of right now. So not a very common thing. Usually projects will build on one net and then launch off into their main net. So I thought this was a very unique thing in the space. And as a result of this, I reached out because, again, I had met them. So I reached out, and so hopefully I can get some official comment from them at some point, but again, I have not been able to do so yet. But I did reach out and try to ask and see, what helped spur that decision. So I'll update you on that. But in the course of doing this, that is when I found all of this crazy drama. So if you guys want to find that out, Chico Crypto has been naming names and calling out. Boy, he's on one. He's on one. And I'd love to say what he's doing is solid investigative journalism, but it is by and large just using a lot of screenshots from forums and things like that, which could very easily be faked and photoshopped. I know I have some pretty solid Photoshop and Illustrator skills myself. It would not be that difficult to mock up those kind of screenshots. Not that I think that he is creating FUD or doing anything false on it, but suffice to say, he has named a bunch of names. He has called out a bunch of people, and really what it comes down to is the very shady business practices by this company called Cream, that is an advisory service. So this guy Jackson Fu has basically, they were supporting Walton Chain and effectively fully flipped to FUD Walton Chain and shill Vechain. And Vechain was supposed to be a supply chain dynamic coin, and somewhere along the way it turned into this platform coin. So a little bit odd. Anyway, guys, you can go ahead and do a bunch of research on it, but I did want to at least draw your attention to it. I'm not trying to just recreate all the other content that's already out there on YouTube. So again, you guys could go check that stuff out. Chico Crypto, there's been a whole lot of back and forth. Bunch of other channels have been doing reaction videos, et cetera, but anyway, yeah, it's crazy. But I just thought specifically that was bananas, and I don't know. It doesn't seem to have affected Vechain's price much. So let's go ahead and chart Vechain. Let's see. Where is Vet? There we go. So here is what I saw, was it's moving in a channel. So this was earlier. I did this at about 3 o'clock today, 2 o'clock, something like that. So I was just seeing it moving in this channel. Let's move on to some smaller time frames. And this actually, guys, is just looking like, it's frankly just looking like there's garbage volume on this coin right now. This is looking bot manipulated, is what it's really looking like to me. And I'm not accusing Vechain of doing anything. Please don't mistake what I'm saying here, guys. I'm just saying I wouldn't really want to try to enter a trade on this right now, because with this little of movement and this little volume, that looks like a bot is just slapping that price around a little bit. So I think it's going to continue to move in this channel. If you did want to try to trade in it, I mean, basically you could just look to enter and exit based on where this channel is going to go. But it's looking like the price is going to come down right now. Oh, and look at that. Sure did. Just as soon as I said it, I was just looking at this super run-up stochastic RSI already peeling over and throwing up. And then seeing a confirmation of that on the MACD. So definitely looking like the price is going to come down, and I suspect that'll continue to just ping through this until we see another channel take shape. So I would not be entering a Vechain trade. I have no horse in the Vechain race. You guys know, in fact, I'll just full disclosure, if you guys want to know what supply chain coin I like, I'm an Origin Trail supporter, so I have no horse in this Vechain Walton Chain race. I hold neither of these coins. I have no opinion on whether either one is a scam or legit or whatever. I do know that there has been a ton of problem with Chinese blockchain companies of late, unfortunately. None of them seem to want to, none of the companies in China that are adopting blockchain seem to want to adopt Chinese blockchain projects. That's a problem. All right. So yeah, Chico Crypto. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, man, I watched some of your videos. A lot of allegations in there, brother. A lot of allegations in there, but specifically, you guys should check it out, man. He was dropping some heat. So I will say that dude is he named some names. He named some names and made some call outs. Pretty intense stuff. Again, guys, I have no horse in this race, but I did think that it was very interesting. Lots of YouTube drama. Lots of people trying to call him out. Lots of people trying to make personal attacks on Chico Crypto when he is trying to, at least by his opinion, make factual or at least relating his comments to what he sees as evidence. So he's trying to do some legit journalism. Again, I haven't done any research. I have no opinion on it yet. But lots of serious call-outs, lots of YouTube drama. Love a little bit of drama. Why not? So, yeah. Shout out. Shout out. Hey, bro. I'm not trolling you. I'm not trolling you. You're here on my show. You're watching. Like I said, I have said nothing. I said you're calling out a lot of people, man. You got to expect heat to come to your channel after that. But I do support it, man. I support calling out the bullshit because there is a lot of garbage and shilling. There's a lot of undisclosed sponsored content. There's a lot of that going on in this space, and frankly, it's not doing anybody any favors except the people doing it. So, what's up, Chico? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Or Tyler, I suppose. I don't know. Is that Tyler Swope? I don't know. What's up, Tyler Swope? If that's you. All right. So let's see. Yeah, lots of hating. My friend was over. I got the Cryptosomniac alert. Told him he can sit and watch or leave, but he needs to stop talking now, so he left. Well, I appreciate you. That's dedication, man. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, J Natty. I'm pretty sure you've been on here a while. I recognize your name, so thank you for the support, and I appreciate the dedication, my man. That's fantastic. All right, let's see. Thoughts on how the Chinese government will regulate projects like Neo and Elastos, given that Elastos is about a decentralized internet. Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors about a bunch of shady stuff going on with Elastos as well. I think that the project overall is interesting. I need to do some research before I'm interested in forming a further opinion. But let's just roll it back. China is going to clamp down until they can control, right? They're like the American government to the nth degree. American government wants control. Want control. China wants control. They want to lock it all down and have a. It's a communist totalitarian government, guys. Like they want to seize control of everything. What the blockchain represents, projects like Elastos, projects like Substratum, projects like Monero, projects like anything with ZK Starks. The Chinese government doesn't want that at all. They don't want that at all. They're terrified of that. That is an open source encrypted protocol that they can't shut down. That is the exact opposite of what they're going for. So, anyways, yeah, I'm a little skeptical on the majority of the Chinese blockchain projects right now, specifically because I'm afraid of the Chinese government. Or I'm not afraid of them, but I'm afraid of what they will do, and I don't want them locking up my money. I was very glad when Binance left China. I only trade on a couple of different exchanges, and I prefer not to park my money anywhere in some foreign totalitarian government jurisdiction that they could just seize it, and there goes my money. So that's my opinion on that. All right. Let's see. What are you putting on your top 5 coins? Well, that's going to spoil the video for next week, so I can't say. But I will have a video for that next week. Top 5 coins that I'm not selling no matter what happens, whether how long this bull or bear, or rather how long this bear market goes on. I got top 5 coins I'm not selling. So stay tuned for that next week, and I will talk about it. So let's see. Espresso, not the next Starbucks on the blockchain. No, has nothing to do with coffee at all. Can we talk about the Elastos shenanigans? Yeah, a lot of questionable. I haven't done enough research, so guys, I don't like talking out of school. I mean, occasionally I do it because I think I know what I'm talking about, but I know for sure I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But I do know there's been some allegations of some questionable marketing tactics, et cetera, et cetera. So certainly I need to do some research into what's going on with Elastos. But a lot of FUD going around with Elastos right now too. So let's see. Crypto coin Kiwi says Chico jumped the shark. Maybe. Everybody accusing him of just being a bag holder, even box mining. Come on, dude, you guys seriously didn't. I'm trying really hard not to talk shit about other YouTube channels, so, but really, okay. A lot of FUD from the drunkie. So tell us when someone like DVNGL drops Vechain and will get my attention. Yeah, again, guys, I'm not trying to spread any FUD. I have no horse in the race. I just thought the drama was humorous. I was more concerned with the call out back and forth. It's starting to turn into character attacks instead of actually talking about what's important. In fact, I saw when Tyler Swope called out Seppo and challenged him to a blockchain debate. I hope Seppo shows. I would love to see that. I will tune in to watch that. Because I would be very curious to know who actually knows what, right? I would definitely tune in to watch that. All right, so let's see. Whew. All right, so yeah, I'm all jumping in saying we made 4 trades in the last 10 days and we've averaged 20%. No lie. Told you guys, Amal is a sharp TA, super sharp TA. I made some money on some bat trades last week. Yeah, number of different trades. I mean, guys, it's. Oh yeah, here. There's one more I wanted to say. My Tron call from yesterday. Whoops. My Tron call from yesterday. Was it yesterday? Hold on. Looking at the wrong interval here. And that auto scale is always ruining my party. Boy, guys, I'm running long, so I think this is going to be it, and then I'm going to wrap up here. But yeah, so my Tron call did hit, and look at that. So one of those orders did hit at 360 sats, and I will be looking to take profit on that, probably right about 377 sats. So not a huge gain, but that is what I'm looking to do, and that'll give me a nice 5% gain. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So, you know, guys, we make these calls, and this is what we're doing. Again, we're not making recommendations to buy or sell. Anytime I'm lining this stuff up, I'm telling you where I'm planning to enter and exit so you can understand the way my brain works when I'm trying to look at this stuff. That's all I'm trying to do, teach you. I'm not trying to tell you where to buy, where to sell. This is not financial advice, but we do share the trades that we're going to make, and so far, we've done pretty well. So, yeah, anyway, all right, let's see. Let me make sure there's nothing else. All these, whoa, Internet Thug, watch that language there, fella. Gonna have to put you on timeout, brother. FZJ80, BTC, Cardano, Monero, Monarch, ETH. Yep, fan of all those. Sir, oh, you're trying to pre-call my top 5s. I see what you're doing there. Well, sir, you might not be wrong. All right, so let's see. Suppo, Dr. Ed, yep. What are you trading out of a coin? Stablecoin? No. But I will say we're actually, I met the TrueUSD guys at Crypto Invest Summit. We actually did a little short interview with them over on Crypto Beatles channel, so definitely check that out with David. That's their CMO, but looking to get Tori Reese, their CEO, on to actually talk about stablecoins specifically and talk about the shit show that is Tether. But honestly, guys, I either, just so you know, because I trade a lot on Coinbase or whatever, GDAX, Coinbase Pro, whatever you want to call it. That's where I do a lot of trading. So I trade in and out of cash, or I just leave my coins in the coins, because generally the coins that I hold on Coinbase are stuff that I'd be okay with having my long-term holds. And then on my other exchanges, I trade out into Bitcoin and I take the beating in Bitcoin and try to arbitrage the stop loss. Try to make up the difference over on an exchange so that I can go out to all cash. Because I don't trust Tether. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. So I'm looking forward to all these other stable coins coming into the market. The Gemini dollar seems like a little bit more trustworthy. Also, no fees to get in and out of. The TUSD has a pretty minor fee to get in and out of. The Coinbase coin has no fees to get in and out of. So obviously I trade on Coinbase, so that's going to be one that I'm going to feel a little bit more comfortable with. So I think stable coins actually have a future in the market if they can get it right. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the TUSD guys on. I've been saying for a long time that I would recommend that over using Tether, just for the simple fact alone that they are regularly going through attestations saying how much money that they have, and Tether kicked 3 different auditors out and won't let anybody verify that they have any money. So that's if you're going to keep telling me that you're rich and not show me your bank account, then I don't trust you. At a certain point, if we're trying to do business and you're like, no, don't worry, I got the money. Like, that's not how the financial system works. I need to check. And so if you won't let a third party, an independent third party, come in and balance your books, so to speak, then I cannot let you hold on to my money. I won't use Tether. So, all right. Used to like Seppo till I realized he's a paid shill. Hey, he's entertaining, right? He's entertaining. But the fact that he won't fucking disclose that he is shilling is so unconscionable. We do sponsor content on this channel, guys. We do sponsor content because every time I do sponsor content, it says sponsored. And I say, this was a sponsored review. I was paid to look at this. I will never, ever hide the fact that I was paid to look at something if I was. That is so unethical. I'm not a journalist, guys. I'm not a journalist. I am a crypto enthusiast. I am a trader, and I'm fortunately somebody that works in this industry that wants to share the knowledge that I get from working in this industry with the masses because I care about mass adoption. Do you know what doesn't help mass adoption? Ripping people off. Do you know what doesn't help mass adoption? Me extracting my millions and fuck you guys because I'm rich and it's so bad. It's so bad. I don't mess. No pump and dumps. No, none of that shit, man. I do not participate in it. I don't support it, and it's just gross behavior to me. So, guys, when they're talking about do your own research, make sure you're doing the research on the people that you're listening to as well. Like see if they actually are operating in an ethical manner, and if they're not, stop giving them your money. Anyway, hey, so Amal just made another free call for you guys. Look at this. Boom. Right here in the chat. Amal just made a call. Again, not investment advice, but feel free to jump on the train. And if you want to know more about that kind of stuff, this is exactly it, guys. We are in our Discord community. Amal is charting regularly. We see these setups. If you like it, like literally right here, when I'm like, this is the setup. Here's what I see on this setup. And we do this all the time. You interested? Join for free right now. Cryptosomniac Advantage. Join for free. 14 days. Free trial. Do it. What are you waiting for? That's all I got for tonight, guys. You guys have a great weekend. Cheers, everybody. Thank you all for supporting. Oh, I got to do a crypto giveaway. How do we do a crypto giveaway? Very simple, guys. All you got to do is not up here, down here, put a comment with your ERC20 address. If you don't put your ERC20 address, you ain't eligible. So down below, put a comment with your ERC20 address. If you're on Facebook, give me a share. Give me a like and a share. If you're on Twitter, give me a retweet. That'll make you eligible to win. It's super easy. Nobody can follow instructions. People make comments, no ERC20 address, not eligible to win. So super easy to win, guys. Just all you got to do is just help me out. And if you do support the channel, help us get more recognition. That's all you got to do. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. Let me do a free crypto giveaway. So it will be this is on my last video yesterday. Has Bitcoin found the bottom? So we got 1 for YouTube, 2 for Facebook, and 3 for Twitter. Let me get my rando number generator. Random number generator. Whoops. Well, that worked out. So close my eyes and Satoshi Nakamoto. Number 2. So Twitter. Easy peasy, guys. Look at this. 2 people entered. You want to win some free crypto? That's all you got to do. 1 of 2. This could not be easier. And ready, set, go. Number 2. Number 2 is the winner. Daniel Shen. You just won yourself some free crypto. I will have my team members give you a call, reach out to you and get you set up with some free crypto. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, keep your stop losses tight and have a great weekend. Cheers.